So I'm Debbie Ringham, I'm the Research Engagement Manager for Cancer Research UK based here at the University of Birmingham. I've organised this event today with the brilliant researchers working here to really open up the doors so that people can come in and find out more about the work that's going on here, and hopefully make our patients, supporters and members of the public more aware of research and hopefully feel more positive about the steps that we are making in the fight against cancer. We've got a really exciting programme of activities lined up. We've got behind the scenes tours in our laboratories where visitors can come and meet the scientists, find out more about what their work involves and have a look down the microscope at some cancer cells.
Essentially multiple copies of DNA in order to be able to manipulate it or enable us to express proteins and so on. So this is essentially just a photocopier for DNA.
But we try and keep them at a steady temperature. But with our different variants, this variant is more resistant to the drug. So if you were a patient with this variant, you wouldn't want to be treated by this drug because it's not killing off the cancer.
Yeah.
Whereas if you're a patient with this variant, you would want to be treated with that drug because it's killing off the cancer quite fast.
Okay, yeah, understand. So this is a breakdown with with the mutations.
Okay, that's a huge gene. You'll find out how big it is in a minute. And it has a role in initiating DNA damage response. So when the DNA is damaged, it's a signaling molecule that says to the machinery, come and repair the DNA. Okay?
Because the vaccine will only protect against catching it, it won't help people who've got it. And it's one of the most common sexually transmitted infections in the world. They estimated at some point that about 50% of sexually active Americans will have a HPV infection at any time. But for the vast majority of people, it's completely asymptomatic. It comes and goes, nothing happens. It's very rare for it to actually cause cancer.
It's more getting more experience on how to handle chemicals and
like the experience of entering a lab since we've never done it before.
We have a range of taster talks from our key academics, clinical trials researchers and clinicians where they'll be talking to the public about their research.
So I'm going to compare some of the key cells and things in comparison to a pin. Now, one of the key ones is white blood cells. They're in our blood at the moment.
My talk today was aiming to provide an overview of how we can use and harness your immune system to target cancer. We know that the immune system is really important in fighting infection, but what's the evidence that it can control tumours, cancer, and how can we persuade it to attack cancer more effectively? There's some fantastic new therapies that are coming online and some fantastic research in Birmingham and also internationally that's going on. That was the aim of my presentation.
We've had one lecture about genetic cancer and how cancer starts, and that's been very informative, and it was very clear and very precise, and the lecturer was fabulous. He was very good.
So we basically take out the genes that make the virus harmful, and we can then add in the genes that encode for the cancer cell recognising receptor, for example.
We've just been into the immunology talk, and that was really, really interesting. And yeah, very positive and stuff, very hopeful.
Particularly interested in seeing one of the later sessions in talks about where we are now and what's going to happen in the future.
We will have drop-in sessions for students learning more about careers and also healthy lifestyle sessions for people to learn more about how they can reduce their risk of cancer.
I'm Christine Campbell. I am a Cancer Awareness Nurse Manager. We've got different mobile units, Cancer Awareness Units around the country.
Doesn't it take you a long time to see that?
Yeah, I haven't got to this stage of my training yet, so I find them really hard. I'm mostly only doing these sorts of chromosomes.
So you get 5, so it's basically just filling it, and so basically that's 5, and then that's 10, and then that's 4 or 30, so I haven't filled the some chances right. So I'll get 10 pounds for that round.
And stop. Okay, so you've more or less filled the central circle. So that's 5 points.
It's been an amazing event. We've had about 300 people come through the doors to come and find out more about how we're fighting cancer in Birmingham.